And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Milwaukee Brewers. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set. And towing the slab in this one, Nestor Cortez Jr. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The pitch. Outside. And that's ball one. And strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now one missed. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 out in the top of the first.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. On a line, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro.
And that one clips the corner.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Westburg, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning.
Ball.
Grounder might be 2. Flips it. 1 at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And now the Brewers will get their first cuts. No score. Back here at American Family Field. And towing the slab here, number 30. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Sal Frelick leading things off. It takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Monasterio went deep in his most recent game. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul. The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Swing and a ground ball, but it kicks foul. Hit on the ground to the right side, and no one can get there. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Ryan O'Hearn coming into the game now as the injury replacement.
Ryan O'Hearn.
First and second, no outs. And now it's Christian Yelich.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Chance to extend that hitting streak to 10 games here.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Frelick headed for the plate. The throw in, safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. And it's 1-0. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Rhys Hoskins to the plate.
He's been on fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Hoskins pushes it foul. Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. No outs, runners at first and second. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Ground ball could be 2. Here's Holiday for 1, and that's 2.
That was a much needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
So 2 down now, and here is Jackson Chourio. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. New inning getting started, and now the DH, Kobe Mayo. Mayo starting as the designated hitter, 23 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. That's in for a strike.
He hasn't played like a rookie this year, that's for sure. I questioned if his power would translate right away, but he's been blasting home runs since he got here.
That one fouled off. Out to short. Monasterio. Now the throw to first on the run.
He's out.
Got him. Nice play. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Entered the game on defense, so this is his first trip to the plate in this one. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime. A lot of clutch hitting from him recently, more than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Ball.
And there's a ball. O'Neill matched a homer in his last game. Now snap throw to first. O'Hearn dives and can't get back in time. He's picked off.
Wow, that could be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that
one. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Brewers 1 and the Orioles nothing. Back here in Milwaukee, here's the catcher, Eric Haas. There's the strike at the knees.
0-1.
Next pitch is downstairs. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Fought off foul. And that one is lifted in the air. Henderson has this one sized up, and it's caught for the out.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Blake Perkins stands in now and watches strike 1. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Well, he had to make the perfect play up the middle. Be able to square himself up with the shoulders enough to be able to make a strong, accurate throw to first. And I thought that was an infield hit all the way.
2 down, bases empty. And here is Raynel Delgado. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they still lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Cortez back to work. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That's to third, done. Fires over to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Batting average this month over 400.
And that one fouled off. And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty.
Ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Holliday started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. One down, base is empty. Got it. That K is his third of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Colton Cowser now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 2 outs, base is empty. And the sweeper misses. Cowser with a homer in his last game. That one ripped but foul. That one misses, and that's ball 2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two down, nobody on. That's ripped. Base hit. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. He did not go around. Out to short, Monasterio. They get the force, and that is that. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Now the third baseman, Oliver Dunn. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Next pitch is inside. And the count even 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The right fielder, number 10.
Sal Frelick digs in now. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. And ball one to the right fielder.
1-0.
That's to third. Whips it across.
That's an out.
2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Andrew.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, no strikes.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. There's a swing and a miss.
Throwing the ball really well today. That two-seam fastball has got good run on it. Excellent job of moving it around the plate.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Laureano makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Here's a 1-1. Out towards right center field. Frelick running hard to get it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Now a fly ball to right center. Perkins sizes this one up. And there's 2 down.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Frelick makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. On now to the bottom of the fourth. It's the Brewers 1. Bottom of the fourth at the plate. Christian Yelich. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Westburg hauls it in, and there's one away. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit right there. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out. Next to hit, Blake Perkins. Golden opportunity right here.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot.
No ball.
Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Hoskins at third. Chorio over at second.
Ball,
Haas at first. One gone.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Digging in, Raynel Delgado. On the ground. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Brewers leave them loaded. They lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Foul ball there.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Outside low, and that is ball one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
On the ground, right side, Delgado. Over to first.
He's out.
One away here in the fifth. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Ball, no.
The Brewers up by a... And it is 2-1. One down, base is empty. That one not close. And it's 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fly ball center field. Perkins snags it for the second out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ethan Salas grounded out his first time. Just missed.
Outside.
Salas in his rookie season, only 18 years old, And he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Nestor Cortez Jr. out of the game, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Here comes the new arm for the Brewers, Abner Uribe.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
2 outs, runner at first. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Right through there for a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. They tip the force out, and that is that. And the Orioles leave 1. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Kyle Bradish.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And stepping in is the speedy Oliver Dunn. Grounded out his first time. And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Well, these Brewers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice. So they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
So digging in, Sal Frelick. In there for strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Had him out front for strike 3.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
The throw to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Brewers go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Back here at American Family Field, here's the center fielder, Colton Cowser. Not even close there, and it's 1-0. Action in the pen down there. Yoel Payamps up and loosening in the pen. Hudson, a left-hander, also throwing. And that is out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Line drive, that's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Laureano comes up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
One, two.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Got and swinging. It's a strikeout. And an excellent job keeping it right there.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
And there's a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Abner Uribe will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Jared Koenig on the pitch here.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
First and second, one out. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That's a strike. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
One strike.
On the ground to third, and it's just foul. That was close. Runner edges away at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Mayo in the box now. Takes strike one. That misses. 1-1. Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first. Out number 3. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Back here in Milwaukee, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the DH, Christian Yelich. Bradish back to work. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Now a screamer into the outfield. And foul ball. The 0-2. There's a swing and a drive. But that's a foul ball. That misses the zone. And the count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to short. Throws across the diamond. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Number 12, Reed Hoskins.
And here is Hoskins. 1 for 2. Late with the swing there.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
Back to the mound. He's got it. Gets it to first. Out. 2 up, 2 down.
The left fielder, number 11.
So up next, Jackson Chourio. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two outs. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. Next for the Brewers, Eric Haas. There's the strike. Chourio leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Drilled out towards left center field. That's going back. Back some more. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming home. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Loud contact, leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Now it's going to be Blake Perkins. Henderson tosses to first.
He's out.
Inning over, and it could have been worse. Brewers pick up a run on this RBI double. And it's 2-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Ryan O'Hearn.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one missing inside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a ball popped up. Done. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. First pitch misses. Bases empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. Well, he waited until the 7th, but that's the knock that'll extend his hitting streak. Singy, how much does it weigh on your mind when you're coming to the plate in the late innings with a streak going?
Yeah, quite a bit, and a hitter's supposed to say he's only focused on the current at bat, but man, honestly, it's hard not to know that if you don't come up with the hit, your streak's over. So it's there, at least in the back of your mind.
Tying run at the plate. Ball in the dirt, and it gets away. Save!
No.
So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
The tying run at the plate. That one out to right. Frelick has a beat on it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jared Koenig is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. New pitcher on now, Brian Hudson.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. A switch hitter batting right. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way right there. I think he's just trying to measure up this new arm out there on the mound.
Here comes the 0-1.
No. 1-1.
2 outs with a runner at third. That's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So 2 down, and now the center fielder, Colton Cowser. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. A walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
1-2.
To the right side, Delgado. In plenty of time to first. That ends the frame. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. Get our game summary.
The second baseman, right now, Delgado.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. That one pushed foul. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. So he battled through a long at bat and earned himself a hit. Oliver Dunn getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
No balls. 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball.
Delgado on
2
at
strikes.
first. Nobody out. He goes down looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on.
Runner on the go. And a foul ball. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Brewers 2 and the Orioles 1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yoel Payamps.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Here's Ramon Laureano. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Next to hit, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Drops into the glove. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of events in this inning, though.
Henderson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ripped on a line. He dives, but he can't make the catch. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Look out, way inside. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
Going to have to buckle down and make a pitch or two to get out of this little jam he's worked himself into after the 2-out hit, then that wild pitch. Good time to step off, take a deep breath.
And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. So the tying run at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And here comes the Brewers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Yoel Payamps won't go any further tonight, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor McGill.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 3. And fouled off. The 0-1. And ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Aaron Ashby, the left-hander, up and throwing. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Time is called here in a big spot. Maybe just reminding himself to breathe. High fly ball, right field. Frelick has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that's the third out. Great work out of the Brewer bullpen right there. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Brewers 2 and the Orioles 1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now here is Andrew Monasterio. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Charlie Morton.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Makes the catch for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now back, the designated hitter, Christian.
Here comes Christian Yelich. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Morton, multi-time All-Star, more than 100 career wins on the mound. He joined the team as a free agent. Popped up. Westberg hauls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, bases empty. Now the Brewers cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. Strike 1.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And that's in for a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Brewers 2 and the Orioles 1. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Tyler O'Neill.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Fought off foul. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And that's in there at the knees.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or they'll try to speed you up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there's 2 down. Orioles down to their final out. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one is absolutely belted. And in one hops the wall. Now he launches a throw over his head. And he'll pull into second safely. The tag, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run for Chris Singleton.